Hello and welcome to video number 2. We are going to attempt a bit of training, at-home training, and we're going to attempt an experiment with channel weaves. So channel weaves are where instead of having the weave paths in a straight line, you sort of separate them out so that the dog sort of runs down the middle, and I believe the idea is then they see the weaves as more of like a straight line that they can just go fast rather than like, ooh, I'm going wiggle wiggle. But I don't have any actual channel weaves, so I'm going to see whether I can create some with the set of weaves that I do have. We're going to see what happens. I'm feeling good about it so far. Okay, I've made some channel weaves. Now, potential issues are the garden is not level at all. Also the grass is long. Also the plastic base is on the floor in between where Tilly's going to be running, so that could be a problem. We will see. I'm feeling like they're very far apart at the moment, but let's see how this goes. Okay, success so far. I'm gonna try and move the poles closer together because this is a very wide channel. Okay, second round. Okay, it's getting more challenging now. I feel like this is a good width. She's doing a little bit of weaving, but she can run fast. These turkey cubes are not entirely ideal training trees because you can't really break them into small pieces very easily, and they're quite chewy. But that's what I've chosen to bring to the session. We're going to leave it there for today. We have arrived at this week's show. Tilly's just sniffing down there, and this ring behind me is going to be our first ring. They're just still got the medium class to run, and I've just had a little look at what the course is, and I'm seeing this tunnel here, which you're not supposed to do after this jump the first time. You're supposed to come over here and do this other jump, and I'm thinking that tunnel is going to be tempting, so I'm going to have a think about what we're going to do there to try and avoid the tunnel trap. We just did our agility run, and guess what? Tilly went in the tunnel. She also missed the contact on the dog walk. She just jumped off early and was quite crazy on the start line. So hopefully that was just our starter crazy warm-up run, and we'll be a bit more sensible for the others. We're still watching this second course that we're going to do, and it's got a few tricky bits, so not sure how it's going to go. I'm contemplating different options for the weave problem, and then also later on there's a jump after a tunnel that's not necessarily really obvious, and it's going to be hard for me to beat her there. So yeah, it seems like it might be a tricky little course. We shall see. We just did our jumping run and got eliminated again. She ran really nicely, but she's a bit out of control. Because the bit after the weave, which I knew was going to be tricky, she jumped the wrong way, which was my fault because I knew it was tricky with the side of the weaves that I was on, but she did a really nice weave entry. I was doing like nice weaving, so like I didn't want to disrupt that. We're doing weird stuff, but yeah, I can see that I didn't show her that she needed to go around the back of that jump. And then there was actually a second jump that she took that was off course, which, because there was quite a tight turn, and I guess she just took the more comfortable line. And then we struggled with the wrap near the end, which was a bit of a surprise because I was able to do stuff like that all the time. She kept just kind of jumping back over the jump. And then the judge was giving us tips. He was like, come sideways. So yeah, a lot of stuff went very wrong, but there was also some nice stuff, like our weave entry was fab, and she did fast running. We had to wait for ages at the start because there was a mix-up over who was who. I think someone had already run as us. And yeah, Teddy wasn't crazy at the start, she was good. But then she did the first jump and then kind of came in, and then we kind of got in the swing of it from the second jump. She went very nicely. But yeah, I didn't really control all of the lines and stuff, but Teddy did a good job. Here she is. You know, say hi. Hi to the troops. Hi, troops. Troopy, troopy. Snooze time. Have a look at our next course, which is jumping course, and it's got a lot of wraps, which is potentially okay, although we did mess up that wrap at the end of the last course. But there is a very tight turn after the first 3 jumps, a very tight turn to the 4th jump, which then goes on into the tunnel. So Taylor's just trying to attack a dog. So yeah, these courses are kind of tricky, and we're hoping that we're not going to follow up our KCI, which was fab, with a total wipeout, but that might happen, and it's okay if it happens, but it would be nice to get a good run in. Guess what? We got eliminated again. We started well, did the first 3 jumps, and then I did the front cross for the tight turn. That worked well. We did jump, tunnel, jump, lovely. And then we almost got, Jesus, give me more belly rubs. We almost got a refusal on the next jump. They were kind of at a weird angle, those couple of jumps, so yeah, but then I think we got away without one. Did that jump and the wrap, did the next jump, and then Tilly was supposed to wrap and come around to the weaves, and she charged off to the tunnel, but we did manage to avoid going in the tunnel. Then we messed up the weave entry, so I would expect a refusal from that. And then we did the jump, great. And then she was supposed to wrap and come back, but she just carried on and did an extra jump, which is what got us eliminated. And then after that it was pretty good. Put in a front cross, which was a bit hairy but kind of worked. So yes, I think we need to work on the old wraps so that she knows to expect a wrap. And yeah, it seems likely we might get a full house of eliminations today. In other news, my shoes are falling apart. This bit of the sole is flapping off. Also the grip's quite worn out, and there's holes. So yeah, they might not have much life left. We're just checking out our final wrap course, which is in here, the agility, and it's a little bit tricksy again. So yeah, I've got some thoughts, some different options. Not sure how it's gonna go. Would be good to see some people run it. Oh, look how cute Tilly is. I'm just viewing the course from this angle, and I'm seeing a danger, which is, so we're gonna come down the dog walk into the tunnel, and then we want to come round and take this jump and head back this way. But ooh, look at that tasty A-frame. Here we are viewing the same problem from the other side. And then after you, so you come, the dog is supposed to come out of the tunnel and then go over this jump, and then do they carry on to this one? No, they then need to come all the way back around to this one and then the weaves. Jeez. I've also realised that on the way back we're going to come over the A-frame, chum, and she's going to see the tunnel and be like, well, hey. So this course just seems like a whole catalogue of disasters. As it turns out, we did a great job. I think we may have gone clear, and we may be in danger of winning up to grade 3 because there's not many dogs in the class. So I need to check our results in just a second. Yeah, she didn't try and go on either of the tunnels or the A-frame when she wasn't supposed to, so that was fab. There was, after the seesaw, we were a bit messy for some reason. And then, yeah, the last one I jumped went quite well. So it was a decent run. It wasn't absolutely fabulous. I can't really remember the weaves, but I guess they were quite successful. So yeah. So we got a clear round and we won. Here's our rosette. Ooh. And here's our trophy. It's a wooden box, a mystery box. It has a bag of mini cookies in it. I could also have had a spirit level, which seemed a bit random, but yeah, why not? And I bought Tilly some goat braids to congratulate her, because this win means that we can go up to grade 3, which I have mixed feelings about because I
do not feel ready for grade 3. But there we go. But there is like a limbo, like a waiting period before you actually go up. So we will be in grade 2 for a little bit more. So hopefully we can maybe get some more good results in that time, and then I might feel a bit more confident about grade 3. Obviously there was much less competition here than there was at KCI, because yeah, in that class there were only 6 dogs, so that's obviously very different to when you've got like 50-60 or more dogs. So yeah, I mean, I don't think that run would have got us first place in KCI, but most shows are not KCI. Grade 3 is exciting because I feel it's a bit of a transitional grade, because a lot of the classes we do are grades 1 to 3, so then, you know, that's fine, we're just going to be doing the same courses. But some classes, like the class we did, was 1 to 2, so then the grade 3s are with like 4 and 5, so we are going to encounter some trickier courses. Also, when you're grade 3, you're eligible for the crafts novice, which is combined grades 3 to 5. So you don't have much chance in grade 3, but you can enter, which we previously couldn't. And so maybe I'll do a bit more reading about how that works, but I think that there are various qualifiers throughout the year, and I think you probably have to win one of those and then you qualify for crafts, I think. So yeah, I'll do a bit more research into that. I'm a bit taken by surprise with winning up like this. It seems quite quick. We haven't been in grade 2 very long, so and but yes, I think we'll spend much longer at grade 3 because I feel a bit like we're not ready for it. We definitely have lots of skills that we need to build, and also I believe that we need 3 wins to get up to grade 4, 2 of which have to be agility, and the agility wins are the tricky ones. But yeah, this is very exciting, and also it means we get a juicy lot of points for our league that we're in. So I don't know if that will be enough to move us up a place in the league. Very exciting. I thought this vlog was going to be a massive letdown after KCI, and I thought we were going to get a clean sweep of eliminations to make it even worse, and now we've got to win it to grade 3.